It's a ton of fun. I enjoy it, but it sucks, like I said, because it's so. It cracked.
Should you attend film school, and is it worth the time and the money commitment? This is the question of the hour, and this is today's topic. To give some context, I just got a scholarship to Toronto Film School and I'm wrapping up my first term of my first year. A little bit on that later on in this video, but for now, and what I'm about to address, is film school really about it? Is it worth the time and the commitment? This is a two-part question. Let's check it out. First of all, you gotta reverse engineer it and work backwards. You gotta ask yourself and see, where do you want to take your career? If, for example, you don't see yourself in film and TV, if you don't want to work in the commercial world, if you don't want to be in a post-production agency or in that space, then probably chances are film school isn't for you. And that's cool. Let me explain. What I mean is, if you have hopes and dreams of running your own business, if you want to create content for your local businesses or shoot weddings or low budget projects, then maybe film school isn't for you. To these individuals, if you're a complete beginner, I would suggest save your time, save your money by not attending school. However, do invest your time and money. Invest your money in terms of getting gear and equipment, and invest in your time by studying everything you can online. There are so many courses and tutorials online that it's crazy. YouTube has so many tutorials that you can master the theory to the teeth in no time, literally 3 months. Therefore, I would suggest saving your time and studying online. But keep in mind that photography and filmmaking are hands-on. The more you do, the better you get. It's that simple. The better you get, the more you can charge clients. The more you charge clients, the more you can take on more projects. And the more money you make, invest it back into your business and focus on building the business rather than working in the business. Now, keep in mind, as technical as photography and filmmaking can get, and as creative as it can get, it really comes down to building relationships and your networks. Now, not going to film school, you may be limited in terms of networks and connections. However, you have to, must, and I cannot emphasize this enough, build your networks. Now, the second group of people. Now, for the second group of individuals who I would recommend film school to. These are the individuals that see themselves and their careers in the film and TV world, in advertising, post-production, something of that set. These are individuals who fiend to be like producers, directors, DPs, set designers, hair and makeup, these type of individuals. I would recommend to go to film school for two reasons. The first, not only are they getting the theory behind the film and how the whole production works, but they're getting the networks. The networks is key to getting opportunities. So for them, I recommend going to film school. Now, being in such spaces, you never know who you're going to be working with, and you start to realize what groups you like to working with, like crews. You get to see who's good at what, and you learn more about yourself and find out what do you like working on and what you don't, what your strengths and what your weaknesses are. So this builds you a space that will create more opportunities and relationships that are gonna last a lot further than film school. Furthermore, the likelihood of somebody giving you an opportunity in the near future is very high because you just don't know where someone is gonna land in the future. So they'll put you on if they have that working relationship with you. So therefore, I would suggest film school for these individuals. Make sense? Also, like the first group, if you are in film school, and as boring as some classes may be, you gotta remind yourself and you gotta remember that you have to, and I can't stress this enough, to network with your profs and some of your classmates, regardless of how boring it is. Because you really don't know, let alone a lot of jobs and opportunities come from the profs and your networks. So don't think for a split second, just because you're in film school, you're guaranteed opportunities. You really gotta network. Make sense? So all in all, is film school really for you? That all depends on you and where you want to take your careers. For some, it's a yes. For some, it's a no. Now,
to the important part. What I learned in my first semester of my first year being at film school. At the beginning of it all, as soon as I got the scholarship, I was a bit hesitant on taking it because my mindset was business first as opposed to breaking into the industry. Now that I've been there for literally 2 months.
I'm feeling extremely grateful, humbled, excited. It's an amazing opportunity that I'm glad I'm in these spaces to work on films. So yeah.
Months, I'm able to hone in my skill in terms of storytelling, which was very important. And when I sat and thought about it, I'm like, hey, free education for 2 years and tuition is so expensive at the school. I'm just like, maybe it's a great opportunity. So I'm literally taking it one day at a time, trying to build my networks, trying to break into the industry and figuring stuff out as I go along. Now consider subscribing to the channel because I will be documenting what life is like at film school and showing a lot of behind the scenes. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit of a hurdle being in school during COVID. Obviously, all our classes are on Zoom and we can't go into campus. The issue with that is for a lot of our courses that are hands-on, it's very hard for myself to comprehend what's going on. However, I do enjoy not being in class and having to commute back and forth. That being said, the part I really don't like too is I would love to have shown you a lot of B-roll, a lot of stuff from class, from school, but unfortunately that is not happening as campus is currently closed. So I figured I'll just talk about the courses that I'm taking and show some of the assignments. Currently I'm doing Audio 1 class, and what we're doing in that class is dissecting a lot of movies and the stylistic choices behind some of the music selection and filters and things of that nature. We're also covering like boom kits and sound recordist etiquettes on set and in post-production. How do they mix filters, software, hardware? Cool, bit of dry. All we did so far, dissect a whole bunch of scenes and styles. Yeah. Next course I have is camera and set procedures. A bit boring. We learned about the triangle exposure. We learned how to make a movie poster, a fake one for a horror movie. Check this out. We also learned lighting. Oh, one assignment that was super dope was we had to dissect a still frame from a movie that had different temperatures and what the camera exposed for, if that makes sense. That was super interesting. As for Cinematography 101, that's quite fun. We're learning a lot about grip, distributing power, lighting fixtures, a whole bunch of cool stuff, dollies, a lot of hands-on stuff. It's a ton of fun. I enjoy it, but it sucks, like I said, because it's so fun. Wow, phone dropped. Oh, it cracked. Just when I was about to finish this video, my camera runs out of battery. Rookie move, silly me. My phone falls down and cracks. Now there's a bit of blur right here somewhere in the screen. Anywho, I was just about to finish. My last course, which I'm excited for, I'm having a ton of fun, is editing. We are experimenting a lot with the Kuleshov effect of making silent movies. And learning different aspect ratios and emotional engineering through editing footage, if that makes sense. It's a ton of fun, but man, rookie mistake. Battery's out of juice, phone falls down. My luck. So, all in all, this is what film school is all about. This is my first term of my first year at film school. Consider subscribing to the channel because I will pump out more videos and document this journey as a film school student full-time. I hope you had fun enjoying this video. Until next time, peace and love.